Are you thinking about moving to North Carolina? Well, you're not alone. Every week, we get calls from people just like you who are thinking about moving to North Carolina. And sometimes they can't decide where in North Carolina they want to live, but they know they want to be here. We've got the mountains, we've got the beach, we've got great education, business, and culture. So it's a fantastic state to live in. Whether you are looking to move to Asheville, North Carolina, or the beaches of Wilmington, or anything in between, just know that my team has got you covered. So please do not be shy. Reach out, ask your questions, and let us help you navigate this process. Today, I'm going to be talking to you about the housing market in Raleigh, Durham, and Chapel Hill. And in addition to those three towns, we're going to be covering some of the most popular locations in our area: Cary, North Carolina, Apex, Holly Springs, Fuquay, Wake Forest, Clayton, and Garner. So we're going to be looking specifically about what's active on the market in the statistics that I'm going to be sharing with you. But I did want to let you know that our new construction market has changed a little bit as well. Not too long ago, you couldn't find a new construction house to even put an offer on, but that's changing now. We're starting to see availability in new construction. But today, again, I'm going to be talking about resale homes only, and we're going to be looking at what's on the market today. So today we're going to be talking about the active inventory in those towns. How much does it cost to live here? How many houses are for sale? And how long are they staying on the market? I spoke to you last week about the change in the coming soon status in our area. And coming soon was a way for agents to market their properties before they were ready to show their properties. People couldn't get in them, agents couldn't get in them, buyers couldn't get in them, but people were still buying them. Well, now the Triangle MLS has changed the rules on that. So now the days on market starts to accrue in coming soon. So you're going to be seeing a lot less coming soon homes. And you're going to be seeing higher days on market than we had been seeing in the past, because coming soon homes always had 0 days on market. And I was using the median days on market between active and coming soon. And so those coming soon homes were certainly skewing my data. So now we're going to be seeing more reasonable days. We're going to be seeing a week or longer days on market versus just 1 and 2 days. So now let me share your screen and let's start looking at the data. Starting in Apex, North Carolina, again, this data is from May 29th, 2022. We have a low price of $90,000 today, an average of $645,000, and the highest priced home is $2.3 million. In Apex, we're showing 11 days on the market, a median price of $550,000, 94 active listings, and $246 per square foot. So we started watching Apex in March of this year. And so you can see that definitely in the spring, it was a lot more expensive to buy in Apex. And now it has stabilized over at the $550 price point. In Cary, North Carolina, one of the most desirable places in our area to live. People love the Greenway system of Cary, North Carolina, cute little downtown. Lots of people calling from out of state wanting to know more about Cary, North Carolina. So the low price this week is $204,000. The average is $863,000, and we have a $9 million house for sale. So Cary, North Carolina is showing 9 days on market with a median price of $630,000. There's 127 active listings and $265 a square foot. And here you can see the graph on Cary, North Carolina. So it has been, you know, over here at this 650 mark last week, a little bit down today. And so we'll see what happens in the coming weeks. Chapel Hill, home to the Tar Heels, very popular as well, kind of an expensive part of town to live in. The low price is $129,000, the average is $1 million, and the high is $4.3 million today. And in Chapel Hill, we're showing 11 days on market with a median price of $750,000, 85 active listings, and $268 per square foot. And so you can see that Chapel Hill has a lot of color in the higher price point compared to the other areas that we are looking at. In Clayton, North Carolina, the low price this week is $170,000. The average is $451,000, and the high is $1.4 million. And in Clayton, we are showing 10 days on the market with a median price of $425,000, 118 active listings, and $196 a square foot. Clayton is on the east of Raleigh. So still a reasonable distance to get to downtown Raleigh and a little bit closer to the beach. So a lot of people like Clayton. And here's our chart on Clayton that is showing it's very stable in that 400 to 425 price point on its median. In Durham, North Carolina, the low price is 130,000, the average is 504, and the high price is 6.2 million. Durham is showing 11 days on market with a median price of 417. There are 225 active listings and $236 a square foot. And Durham actually had a little bit of an increase on their median price this week. In Fuquay Varina, the low price is 225,000, the average is 539, and the high is 1.6. We see a lot of new construction in Fuquay recently. A lot of folks who are being priced out of Cary, North Carolina, and Holly Springs and Apex are going to Fuquay Varina. And we have the new I-540 expressway that is making its way through Fuquay right now, which is going to make it that much more convenient. In Fuquay, we have 9 days on the market with a median price of $475, 68 active listings, and $211 a square foot. Now, again, this is just resale homes in Fuquay Varina. There is a lot of new construction in Fuquay Varina. So if you're looking for new construction, you might want to consider Fuquay Varina for lots of choices. And here is our chart on Fuquay, which is just super steady. In Garner, we're showing $229 as our low price, $449 as our average, and $1.5 as our high price. In Garner, we have 8 days on the market with a median price of $408,000, 48 active listings, and $205 a square foot. So Garner is very attractive to a lot of buyers because it's just a little bit more affordable. Just on the south side of Raleigh, still convenient to downtown Raleigh, accessible to 40, and easily accessible to get to RTP. And Garner is showing steady, very, very steady. Holly Springs has a low price this week of $249,000, an average of $601, and a high of $1.2 million. And Holly Springs has the lowest days on market this week with only 5, a median price of $575, only 41 active listings in Holly Springs, and $228 a square foot. So Holly Springs is seeing a bump the last couple of weeks, and we'll just have to keep an eye on that and see if that continues to be the case. In Raleigh, North Carolina, the low price is $150,000, the average is $619, and the high is $5.5 million. We are showing 10 days on the market in Raleigh with $459,000 as the median price, 372 active listings, and $234 a square foot. And you can see that it actually had a little bit of an increase this week over the 450 mark. In Wake Forest, the low price is $165,000, the average is $659, and the high is $3.2 million. And in Wake Forest, we're showing 9 days on market, $550,000 is the median price, 74 active listings, and $207 a square foot. So you can see that Wake Forest is a little bit more affordable than Raleigh. So a lot of folks who start looking in Raleigh end up going to Wake Forest, where you can get a little bit newer construction at a better price and more square footage. So you might want to consider that. And Wake Forest is showing super stable at that $550,000 price. So now is the fun part. How much over the listing price are these homes selling for? And we expect to see a lot of change on these charts over the coming weeks because we have definitely seen a slow in our market, which means we are getting less showings, we are getting less offers, and we are taking more days on market to sell our properties. If you are a buyer who has been struggling with this very competitive market, don't quit now. Now is the time for you to get in the market because you might actually be able to get a house at a fair price with a reasonable amount of due diligence money. So looking at the under $300,000 price point, you can see all the towns that I'm covering in this video, as well as the number of homes that closed in that price point in the last 30 days. So we are looking April 29, 2022 to May 29, 2022. And we don't have a ton of inventory in this price point, most of it in Durham and in Raleigh. And we are seeing anywhere from $5,000 to $15,000 or $12,000 average over the listing price. So it looks like you can probably get a house for the listing price maybe even a little less. So don't give up. In the $300,000 to $500,000 price point, this is where we have most of our inventory. And we are also seeing a decline in the price over the listing price. In this as well was $30,000, $40,000 not too long ago. Now we're looking closer to $20,000 to $25,000 over the listing price. So now we are looking at the $500,000 to $800,000 price point. How much over the asking price do you have to go? This is a very competitive price point in our area. You can see we have a good amount of inventory. Previously, we were seeing $50,000 to $75,000. Now we're seeing $25,000 to $50,000. In the $800,000 to $1.2 million list price, a lot less inventory, as you can see, still super competitive. We are seeing $125,000 over the asking price in Chapel Hill, $100,000 over in Durham, and that's with samples of 32 and 21 homes. So now let's look at the luxury market over $1.2 million. Durham, North Carolina. Check that out. $230,000 over the list price average of the 8 homes that sold there. I went into the data to sort of see what was going on in Durham, North Carolina. Had a $660,000 house that closed for $820,000, an $825,000 house closed for $980,000, a $950,000 house closed for $1,140,000, and an $850,000 house closed at $1,055,000. So that's a lot of houses selling significantly over the list price in Durham, North Carolina. Super impressive. All right, so there you have it, Raleigh, Durham, Chapel Hill, and the surrounding areas market update for May 29th, 2022. If you forgot to do it in the beginning, please subscribe to my channel right now and come back next week, and let's continue to watch how our market is changing. And again, if you are looking to buy a house or you just want more information on the market anywhere in North Carolina, I am the person that you want to reach out to. My contact information is on the screen, so don't be shy, don't be hesitant. Please reach out, and I'll see you next week.